And congratulations to legendary head coach Don Nelson on being honored as this year's recipient of the Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award for integrity, excellence, and promotion of the game of basketball.
I think objectively, it's really cool to see Nelson honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award. We can all get on that thing. He's obviously absolutely deserving. I'm more interested in what he's wearing today. Ahead of Game 2 of the NBA Finals, before receiving the award, he's wearing Jordan Luka 4 Gone Fishing shoes. And this isn't just for marketing. He's protesting the trade of Luka Doncic. He was interviewed by the great Mark Stein and gave this quote: "Luka is my dear friend, and to protest his being traded from the Mavericks to LA, I'm going to wear a pair of his new shoes. My philosophy was always, when you've got a great player, he's yours for a lifetime. You don't get rid of great players. When that happened, I was pretty disappointed," close quote. Relax, everyone. We're not going to relitigate the Luka trade. We've done that about 1,000 times now. But I am curious a little bit about the sentiment. When you've got a great player, he's yours for a lifetime. Dirk's got a statue outside. He's the shining example. But the vast majority of stars, especially in recent years, usually put on at least one other jersey in their careers, by their choice or by the organization. So where's the line drawn for loyalty these days? Because this strikes me as a bit of an idealist approach and a quote, not necessarily reality. Clarence, I'll ask you, do forever players even exist anymore?
Oh, I think he's being naive. I think, obviously he's been romanticizing the situation, and we understand that. And we Dirk certainly set the standard being here for so long and being so loyal. And there was loyalty on both sides because Dirk took less money to stay. He could have gone other places probably if for more money, but he's told to stay, and the Mavericks committed to him. And obviously that has not been the case with Luka. And my thing with Don is, has Don ever won anything?
You're going to throw that out there. Okay, all right. They just drop the mic, man. Walk away.
And I'm going to say this. The Mavericks won a title with Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle's in the finals. You know who didn't like Rick Carlisle? Luka Doncic. You know who played a role in Rick Carlisle being gone? Luka Doncic. No one talks about that. No one brings that up. And Mike, you know this.
Yeah. No, I'm not denying
Luka
that at all.
Not, but no one, we romanticize how great. No one, Luka has some ownership in some of this stuff too. Rick Carlisle's a great coach. Won a title here. Got run off primarily by Luka Doncic. And now Luka, what'll make you laugh and make you cry? Now he got run off, and listen, they should not have traded him.
Right.
Great player, all of that. We know that it was a bad trade. It was worse because they got nothing for him. We consider what OKC got from Paul George, and they got the MVP. You got nothing for him. And so you want to keep players, you want to keep your great players, but Don, you got a little too much dip on your chip.
Good note from our producer, John Hamilton. As a coach, your point is true. He has not won anything. He did win 5 titles as a player with the Celtics, for whatever that is worth. So he does at least have that to his name.
Who was on those teams?
Exactly. I was going to say.
Come on, man.
He had Bob Cousy, he had Bill Russell, he had everybody all time. John Havlicek. Yes, he had some help. I'm just for point of clarity for the folks that I'm sure are sitting at home going, he won 5 championships with the Celtics. Okay, fine, we got you.
As a coach.
No, forever players don't really exist anymore. It's not really a thing anymore. But I think his point here, above all else, is you don't trade that dude. And I think that's ultimately his biggest point here is this is not about necessarily that, hey, Luka Doncic should have worn a Mavs jersey for 25 seasons. But Luka Doncic should have been wearing a Mavs jersey in 2026.
Sure.
That's for sure. This should have had a lot more runway than this for a franchise that he was obviously closely attached to for a long period of time. And this is a guy that, to your point, Chill obviously had a close attachment to Dirk Nowitzki, of course. So that's what he's romanticizing in his head. I think ultimately, more than anything else, what he's trying to communicate here is, what the heck were you doing trading this guy away?
Yeah, we tried not to litigate it. We got into it anyway.